Hey, welcome to Grandpa Sees the Blinking. Please don't take anything Grandpa says as financial advice, and if you would, like, share, and subscribe. So, we are sinking away here in after hours. This death cross has given us about $5.20 so far, and it's still in effect. How low will she go? I do not know. Did I mention not to take anything Grandpa says as financial advice? I'm not a financial planner, and if you would like, share, and subscribe. So, what's Grandpa all about? What's Grandpa do? Well, I'll tell you what Grandpa does. Grandpa does Heikin ASHI reverse engulfing method. That's number one. I do it in the 1 minute chart, the 2 minute chart, the 5 minute chart, and I follow it in many charts. But that's even in the 1 minute chart. The problem with the engulfing method is the reverse engulfing method is uh, by the time you get the signal to get in and the signal to get out, if you're in a dollar 50 range, in a dollar range back and forth when it's moving sideways, you can lose a lot. You can lose a lot of money. So you have to know when to use it. Grandpa usually only uses that method at just before the open, when we're going to have the $3-4 moves or more in one line. So that's what I do there. And then you have what's called trading the near-term range or scalping. Trading the near-term range or scalping. And what that is when you get in that sideways movement. I'll back up here a little bit and see if I can find you a sideways movement today. Here's one right here. So down here you got 214.30, and up here you have 215.30. So it's moving in a dollar range. If you're trying to do reverse engulfing in this mess, you're just gonna get slaughtered. Okay, you're going to lose. If you use a 5 minute reverse engulfing, you're going to lose even more. So on a big run, it's wonderful, but on sideways, it's terrible. So on the sideways, we use what Grandpa calls trading the near-term range or scalping. And that's where you figure out where she's coming down to on the bottom side predominantly, and you buy a little bit there and you sell a little bit at the top, and you just try. Grandpa only probably does it twice, and I quit doing it because what happens if you're on the wrong side of it, for instance, going long, when it does this and breaks to the downside, when you finally get your break, and you might be down $50 or something, people tend to want to hold on to that, and they don't want to take that loss, and so they end up losing their tail. Um, and then my favorite of all that Grandpa does is trading the WICK retracement method. Trading the WICK retracement method. And what I do there is I watch multiple reverse engulfing time trends like the 1 minute and the 5 minute, and I trading the WICK retracement method in the 5 minute chart. Okay, in the 5 minute chart, and but I staring at the 1 minute chart as well as others at all times, and I I when I see the buy or sell in the 1 minute, I will take and go by the wick. Uh, if I can get an example of it over here, I'll go by the wick, okay, and I'll start buying long. In this case, we went long, okay, um, and I can't remember anymore what we did today. We went in and out twice and made. Oh, okay, yeah. We took this run here up, and we took a little run here and grabbed another dollar for everybody or so. But so I'll go to the bottom of like this wick right here, 214. Okay, so then we buy a little bit at we put in the orders at 214. It hasn't even got to that point yet when we're doing this. Okay, it's probably just getting close to it. And I'll put them in at like 214. I think we did actually 214.25. Let me look back. I can tell you because I wrote it down. Grandpa tried. Grandpa's old school. He writes everything down. Okay, so what did we do? Okay, we we did 214. We're buying along 214.25, 214, 213.75, 213.50, and 213.25, and you get as many of those as you can, and you go up, and everybody sold at different spots, and Grandpa gives them a recommendation where he thought, I believe it was 217.70. I thought we'd get up to at least, and we did all of that, and so they got their $3-4 run out of that deal, and so that's how it works, and that's my favorite. It works well. It's much safer, I've found, than just about any other thing I do. And here you're moving sideways right here, just terrible tight sideways. That range there is 214.75. It's a 75 cent range. So if you're playing this game right here, you're trying to scalp 50 cents back and forth. It's and I don't like to do it more than just a couple times because it can take, when it snaps out of that sideways movement, it's usually going to make a run one way or the other. And there is nobody in this world that knows for sure which way it's going to snap. Okay, we can all have our signals. We can all know. We have sell signals, buy signals, and they're made to reverse. Even this death cross thing. Sometimes it'll come down, loop over a little bit, just give you 50 cents or a dollar and a death cross, and turn and go right back up and give you a golden cross. But when I have seen that happen, that golden cross is usually good for $7 to $10, $12. So this death cross we're in right here might be a $12 deal by the time this is done, bottoming out, potentially. I don't know. Nobody knows. But I'll calculate. I'm going to do some calculating and come back later probably and let you know where I think it's going to open. We're live every day at 9:15. You can listen to Grandpa. Remember, there's some lag from the time I say it till the time you hear it, and we're going to eliminate that in the near future. So, okay, think about eternity once in a while. Grandpa does, and we will see you later, alligator. Okay, goodbye.